Good morning children, welcome back to another session of English. So yes children, we are back again with one more wonderful topic on vocabulary, and the name of the topic is prefixes and suffixes. Yes children, make sure you all are going to sit today with your new voice textbook, notebook and pen, and yes, come on quickly, let us go to page number 34, which is lesson number 3. Yes. So yes children, today we are going to continue with lesson number 3 vocabulary, and let us start and understand what is this topic all about. So children, before we could start this session, let us quickly check and identify what is this tree all about. Now as you can see, there's a label of root, right? And we know that root plays a very important role when it comes to tree. And yes, it's a wonderful tree with beautiful leaves. Now to the left hand side of the tree we have prefix. Yes children, make sure you're going to remember these 3 labels. Yes, to the bottom of the tree we have root, to the left hand side of the tree we have prefix, and to the right hand side of the tree we have suffix. Yes children, I repeat once again, to the bottom of the tree we have root, to the left hand side we have prefix, and to the right hand side we have suffix. Now you have to remember these 3 labels along with this wonderful tree and beautiful leaves in your mind, and we will get back to you again with why this tree is important when it comes to prefixes and suffixes. So yes children, let us move ahead. So, yes, the question is, what is a prefix? Yes, children, a prefix is a sequence of letters attached to the beginning of a word, root or phrase to change its meaning. Yes, it can often indicate numbers or give us a clue to the meaning of a word. Something like the way we say bicycle. Yes, so bi, that's B-I, it means 2. Right? So yes, further children, we are going to come up with a lot of words of prefixes. Now we will understand once again what is a prefix. As we know, prefix is a sequence of letters to the beginning of the word, children. Yes, to the beginning of a word or root or phrase to change its meaning. Now children, let's check few examples of prefixes. Dis, it means generally not or the opposite of something. Re, it means again. Miss, it means wrong. Post means after, and pre means before or in front of. Yes children, let us quickly go through these examples once again. Dis means generally not. Generally we say disagree, right? That means I don't agree with this. It could be also the opposite of. Re means again. Miss means wrong. Post means after. Pre means before or in front of. Now children, based on this, let us quickly frame few sentences and understand how can we actually use this in our sentences. So yes children, now it's time to implement all those examples which we have already done in the previous slide. Let us quickly frame the sentences and see how it works. Now the first sentence is, the teacher made the students redo their homework because they had the wrong answers. Now as we know children, that is redo, that is re means again, so doing the homework again, right? Now the next one, the boy felt misunderstood. Now as we know, miss means wrong, so the boy felt misunderstood. Next one, the baseball players had a post-game interview. Now what do you mean by post? Yes, we have already checked in the previous slide that post means after, right? Now the next one, the students took a pre-test to prepare for the real one. Now Pre-test. Pre means what? Yes, as we know, pre means before. That's right, children. So now quickly we will understand what we mean by suffixes. So now children, what is a suffix? A suffix is a sequence of letters that may be added to the end of a word. Yes, children, make sure that you understand this thing. It's end of a word, root or phrase to change its meaning. Now it can change the root words to form nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs also. So let us quickly understand few examples of suffixes. So yes, children, we have few examples like able, which means able to or capable of something. Full means full of something, or means one who does something. Less means without something, right? So let us quickly implement these words in few sentences. So yes, children, our first sentence is the kids were not allowed to play ball in the house because there were so many breakable items. Yes, children. Now over here we have used suffix able. Can you see that? Yes. Now the next word, the girl was careful not to scare her fish when cleaning its tank. So careful, yes, your next word is again implemented over here. Now the third one is the editor fixed all of the mistakes the writer made. So yes, we are using editor over here. Now this is again the example which we did in the previous slide. Next one is the search for the treasure seemed endless. Yes, endless. Yes, children. So these are the words which we are using as suffixes to something that we add in the end of the word. Now children, it's very important to first understand what you mean by a root word. Now roots, that means words which are left when you take away prefixes and suffixes from a special word. So now children, we need to first understand what you mean by root word. As we know, root words are those words left when you take away prefixes and suffixes. Now we can also make new words from root words by adding prefixes and suffixes to them. Now let us check one example. If I add a prefix which is by to your root word, that is cycle. So what's the new word which I get? It's bicycle, right? Now if I add a suffix which is ing to the root word of examine, what's the new word? Yes, the new word is examining. That's right. So now children, I'm going to ask you one question. Come on, quickly grab your notebook and a pen and give me the answer for this. Okay, the question is, can you give me an example of a sentence containing a prefix? Okay, containing a prefix. Come on, quickly. You need to make that word and frame the sentence. Yes. Okay, your teacher is going to wait for 2 minutes. Well, I repeat the first question. Can you give me an example of a sentence containing a prefix? You have to choose a word and quickly you need to frame the sentence as well. Okay, now your second question is, can you give me an example of a sentence containing a suffix? Right? And you need to give a word, also frame a sentence. Come on, you can pause the video. Okay, you can write your answer, and here we go. Your teacher is going to give you an answer, but our answers are going to vary. The reason is your teacher is going to give you a different word and you are going to come up with a different word and sentence. Come on, we will check the correct answer. Yes, children, my first question was, can you give me an example of a sentence containing a prefix in orange color and root word in red color? Yes, if you want, you can use your crayons also. Now the sentence which I have framed is, The children disobey their teachers. They never do what he says. Yes? So, our word prefix over here is dis, right? And what's your root word? It's obey. Correct. Now the next one, can you give me an example of a sentence containing a suffix in orange color and root word in red color? Yes, we can do that. And the sentence is, my sister is very careless with her possessions. Right? So over here, the suffix that we have used is less, right? And the main word, that's the root word, is care. Now, as we know, prefix is used before the main word, that's the root word, and suffix is used after the main word, that's the root word, right? Yes, so I hope you all are very much clear with the concept of prefix and suffix. Children, it's time for some wonderful activity. You have lots of books in your home, right? You have got New Voice textbook, you have got magazines, newspapers, Reader's Digest, storybooks. There are many books at home, right? So start looking for prefixes, root words and suffixes in your books that you are reading. They are everywhere, children. So yes, you need to keep a track. You need to make markings, which is the prefix, which is the root word, and which is the suffix. You can take 3 color pens, okay? It could be red, blue, or black, okay, as per your choice, and keep on underlining those words and understand that these words are really important when it comes to vocabulary. Yes, children, this is how you are going to, make your creative skills also excellent, as well as your communication skills also great. Okay, now let us check about the tree which we left in the first slide. What are we supposed to do with that tree? Come on, let us understand what is the idea behind the tree. Yes, children, here we go. So this is what the tree is all about. As we know, your tree has got roots. So these are the root words in the middle of the tree, which are like write, act, play, tie, agree, read, joy, and view. So your tree, that's the base, that's the root, okay? Your main root words are always in the middle of the tree, or you can say the base of the tree. Now, as we discussed, your prefixes, that means to the left hand side of the tree, there are prefixes, the words which comes before the root word. So, like the way we have written over here, rewrite, okay? That means writing something again, right? So, I have given you a few examples over here. You can make your own words, okay, by relating it with your root words, and you can do this practice. Now, to the left hand side, what we have is suffixes. Now, suffixes are the words which comes after your root word, right? So write and that's writer, correct? Yes, children, so I have also given few examples over here. You can actually make your own prefixes and suffixes from these given words, and always make sure that this tree is going to be in your mind, so that it will remain in your mind that what you mean by prefix and what you mean by suffix. And this is the trick on how to understand and come across the words and the differences between prefixes and suffixes, right? So yes, dear children, I hope that you have enjoyed this vocabulary session today. And yes, it was really fun doing this activity also of prefixes and suffixes, and you all are going to enjoy it a lot. So yes, children, we will meet you soon again for the next session. Till that time, take care. Bye-bye.